Well, what up, man? It's your boy Goode Street Sam coming live with another episode of the Goode Street Podcast. I got my co-host.
This your boy Good Juju, man, the co-host of the Goode Street Podcast, man. Today, we tapped in with my dog, man. I won't even call it a partnership. It seems to turn into more than a brothership. This is a good dude. He got a lot going on. We gonna let him introduce himself, man.
TreVon Lewis, man. Most of y'all know me by Bruiza. Basketball player, Bruiza, not ER.
Man, I ain't know how to spell it. I
definitely put ER.
Yeah, not ER, but it's me. Over 5 Academy, coach of the lab. Really invested in the community with sports.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Got this 1v1 tournament coming up too, man.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Something you don't want to miss.
That's why we tapping in. Bayou 1v1. Be there or be square.
Put up or shut up.
Straight up.
Before we talk about the tournament and everything, man, I just want to get into your background. First of all, like, you know what I'm saying, where you grew up, who you played for, you know, high school, college, beyond, like, you know, just the accolades of yourself, man.
Pretty sure a couple of people know me, but east side of Houma. I went to Allender. Had a pretty much good high school career. Could have been better. But my high school career definitely landed me a scholarship to Nichols State University.
All right.
And from there, had a pretty good freshman year. Tore my ACL the last game of the conference tournament. I just got rewarded freshman of the year.
Come on.
I led the team, and as a freshman, points, blocks, basically 5 categories: points, blocks, steals, and rebounds, and assists.
So you got the clamps.
Damn, like LeBron, right?
Yeah, so, but yeah, unfortunately, I definitely tore my ACL the last game of the season, which was the conference tournament. Turned around, started rehabbing my knee again while I was still at Nichols, and during the rehab, I retore it.
Damn.
You were playing at Lisa Park, right?
Yeah, no, Canterville, so
But most definitely, so I had went under they had 2 surgeries on my knee, and then from there, I transitioned to Voorhees College along with Gerard Brown and Zell Bolden, a couple other kids from New Orleans.
Where is Voorhees College?
Denmark, South Carolina.
Okay.
Country.
Country than where we from? Like that country?
Way country, bro. It's only, they don't have no Walmart, Ross's, Piggly Wiggly within 50 miles radius.
If you anywhere where they got a Piggly Wiggly,
yeah, bro,
you in the country.
Yeah,
bro. The pig. We going to the pig.
Yeah, but that pretty much was that. That kind of wrapped up my basketball career, and from there, really got uncomfortable with my talent, being used to just kind of being, I don't want to say dominant, seemed like I conceded, but I was just used to that type of style of play. But unfortunately, my injury didn't let me get back to that Bruiza.
Right.
So, you know, I took a whole nother path, which business, you know, and I went in that and I ain't never looked back.
Come on, man.
So, TreVon, that's your real name?
Yeah.
TreVon. Where did the nickname Bruiza come from?
Man, I was short, fat, with braids, and just was aggressive.
They look like a bruiser.
Right, you know, so I was short, fat for a long time, and then I just got this growth spurt. And,
When you hit that growth spurt?
My freshman year in high school.
So like you went from give me an idea of the spurt, because I never got one of them.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine.
Man, so I was probably 5'10", going into about 5'8" to 5'10", Oklahoma days.
Okay.
Man, during my freshman year at Ellender, man, I'm 6'3".
God damn!
Yeah,
Like where that
6'3".
come from? Man?
Like what prayer did you pray to God to get your height? Because I've been trying to hit that for the longest.
Man, I guess just growing up, man, ain't really a prayer, but growing up and got athletes around me like Gerard and Phil Jackson, like they dunking in practice. I won't be like that. I can't. But just somehow God blessed me with that.
Here we go, man. Dog, I hear a lot of people be like, man, I hit a growth spurt, son. I feel like, bro, if I'd have been about 6'4",
Oh.
It'd have been over with, son. It'd have been over with. But that never stopped nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's in you, it's in you.
Right.
Unfortunately, like when we was coming up, and now, basketball was one of them height games. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to be tall, because like you probably was on the block.
Yeah.
Now a person your size is point guard.
Straight
you
up,
know what I'm saying? Like even taller, 6'9", nigga, point guard. You
Right,
know? So I mean, dog, like height did play a lot into it, but if you got it, I feel like you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now, you know, what we was taught, if you over, especially down here, I'm not speaking for other areas, but once you a certain height down here, they just label you as a big man.
Turn your back to the goal.
You know, because it was really about winning at that point. Like, nobody was really about the development. So they would just throw, you could be the tallest kid in the gym. They're going to throw you at the block.
Oh, yeah, you're on the block.
Not caring that the taller person in the gym, when they get to the college level, they might be a guard. So when they get to that college level, you wondering why he's scoring 30 points in high school, but
He's
when he get to
scoring 7,
college,
8.
he's not even touching the floor.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? Because he can't handle the rock. So
I listened to man, what's Michael Beasley pod, and he said he had a hard time with that, just learning his role in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, you hear his accolades like from.
Yeah, he was a beast. I remember Michael Beasley at Kansas State, man.
Yes,
like he was unstoppable.
yes, indeed.
You know, but like you get to the NBA and he start to fade away, and you know, I listen to a lot of these people on Mellow podcast now. You know, I like that one, and it's a lot of politics that go into who that was. That was Lance Stevenson too. On there said the coach told him he got 3 dribbles max, and he like, man, I'm flashing out.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even score in 3 dribbles. You know, did you when you got to college? Were you still like a block man?
I always had like a mentor in my ear, which is my first cousin here in Washington.
Okay,
Shout out Hank.
Right.
Yeah, so during my high school, man, like even though he was coaching at Vanderbilt, I was at Ellendale, we still played in the same district, played against each other. Like, he used to always keep that in my mind that you're not going to be playing in the block at college. He was the only one. But me being young and growing up in this area, like, I just felt at one point that was you just being negative. You know, like I'm scoring 30 points, but I'm not getting that great game. He just more, man, you need to start putting the ball more on the floor. You know, so I didn't realize that until I got to college, and I'm going through these drills and stuff like that. And the coach, I ain't doing big man drills. I'm doing cone drills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of motivated me, like, to be the first one in the gym, last one to lead the gym, to kind of be able
to put the
work in to get through with that. But that was definitely a challenge, and that's why I'm glad I'm in the predicament I am now to be in position to kind of change that narrative in this area, because we got talent, man, but we just don't have the right leaders in position, and you know, stuff like that.
Man, that's good. So, segueing into that, what you have going on with the 5 Academy and stuff like that?
So 5 Academy is basically it's a nonprofit that kind of umbrellas the lab and Bayou All-Star. The lab is our AAU program. We just focus strictly on that. And Bayou All-Stars is something that we put in being at Tri-Parish, not funding the All-Star program.
Yeah, we definitely go get into that.
Yeah, so but 5 Academy is umbrella and all that, and it's more on the community involvement side. So even though this tournament is sports related, it has a bigger purpose. We got the breast cancer awareness thing where we're going to be getting youth involved, like I mentioned earlier, and that's going to branch off to a 5 Academy basketball free youth camp that we're giving. Then we have the tour drive, and that's going to end the year for 5 Academy.
Okay.
So how long you been coaching, man?
Roughly say just 2 years.
2 years?
Just 2 years, yeah. This will be my 3rd year.
Okay. What age groups?
So my first year I started, I want to say the 7th grade. I was only coaching in the summer. It was development team, 7th grade. But now I'm moving. My girls are 9 and 10 now. So I'm kind of sticking with that group. So I move up as they move up as well.
Okay. I think that's important, man. We look at some of the teams in this area that did high school teams that did go do the stretch. Like shout out to most recently, I think Thibodeau ended up winning in what that was 2018, 19, something like that.
Yeah, definitely around that time.
And I know the rhetoric around them was that, man, them boys been they team got to stick together since they was kids, and that don't always happen because you go back and look at our all-star teams, bro, from forever. All-star teams be stacked.
Yes.
But when we get to high school, junior high, the talent started to spread out, man, and that just kind of stopped them state championship type runs. Like y'all had a state run in
2006 when I was my freshman year. They went to the Cajun Dome, lost to Westgate championship. Yeah, but that leads back to, like you mentioned, Thibodeau. Man, they always have the right leaders in place. Like what they have going on at Thibodeau Express, man, that's like and I talked to close with a lot of them individuals. They are the blueprint. They have the right leaders in place to put these kids in a predicament to not only for sports wise, but like really have them community involved in. So when they do go to high school, those same leaders, they put so much into them. The parents trust their decision. They might end up putting all of them in one private school or stuff like that, and that's what other areas do, the Texas programs, even New Orleans.
New Orleans for sure.
Yeah, they definitely get it in like, and that's a way to get more exposure, I guess.
Yeah,
you know.
I wish we would do that more. I know a lot of parents get involved. I know school pride get involved.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. It's more so the rivalries and shit, bro. Like, you know, if you grew up in Mechanicsville, you going to Ellen.
Yeah, you
right,
right.
You going to Ellen. That's all terrible.
They don't even want you to, man. You basketball, they want you at Ellender. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great thing though, because you're starting to see parents that take their kids and to go to like a CCA or Houma Christian who's not really big in sports, but they understanding just from the academic point of view. That'll be a better out, you know, for their kids to go to college, and I think that's important as well.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, we don't need no dumb players.
Yeah, most definitely.
We need the student athletes, man, that excel in class, man.
What led you to getting involved? You know, I could tell the basketball is in you. What led you to get involved? Like, I'm gonna go take on this coaching position.
Life, to be honest. Life being that, man, I think we all got a purpose, and I think once you lock in and tap in and know what your purpose is, like, you know, you're gonna know like this what you here for. So nothing was moving me like that. I had my own business. I was a power lineman. I went through the whole world with that and was making great money, but it didn't move me. Like, I didn't wake up and just
be motivated.
To be motivated to do it. But now, since I got myself financially stable, I think that me knowing that I'm in predicament to coach, help kids out, and I'll be ready for the challenge every morning. So that's when I knew this is what I'm here for.
And how much of a challenge is it coaching like girls? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a lot of personalities you gotta deal with, man. But I think I could say that I am blessed with a great group of girls, man. The attitudes we did have, I think, you know, we was all new to the atmosphere. We kind of branched that out. So, but long as the kids trust you and they know you have the right intentions along with their parents, man, that relationship could go a long way. And I think that's what me and my team are doing.
How do you gain the trust of the parents? Because most of the, especially the younger coaches, I remember traveling to Texas to watch Stephen coach. That was when, like, Jalen Lucas, they was about 12, 13.
Great group.
You know, a lot of the younger coaches have issues with not only older coaches, but some of the parents, you know, trusting that this young guy, even though they winning. Like, I had a coach told me, he was like, bro, we undefeated, and I got to argue with parents every game.
Well, because for one, if you're a coach, you can't really be, of course everybody want to win, but you can't really be mainly about winning. And I think that's the biggest thing parents look for. Like, okay, we know if you got a group of 12 players and all of them good, they supposed to win, but at the same time, are they developing? And once you display that you're not really worrying about a win and you more about this player development, then I think you could buy, you know, a parent looking for that, they're gonna love that. But if you go in and you winning all. You could be winning all these championships. You can win every tournament. The choices turn the tournaments you pick in. A lot of leaders, they pick little backyard tournaments to go just to show the accolades. We won this, we won that. Some of the programs are about that. But if you could show a parent that you in it just for their development, to where when those kids leave you, they prepared to go on any other level, I think that's how you buy them in. And I think that's what we provide at the lab.
Okay. You strictly basketball coach, no baseball, no football, no track,
Nah, strictly basketball.
I couldn't coach anything else either, man. Your heart got to be in it.
Yes, sir.
So, from there, you just recently took on another position we was talking about, right?
Yeah, so that really kind of fell in my lap. So like I said, TreVon within the last 2 years has been kind of on the fence of just allowing TreVon to even go represent, and playing in Biddy. But the guy, Mackey, he was over it at last, and, he put in so much work throughout the years.
Shout out Coach Mackey.
Right.
So he didn't put in so much work. And it was his time to let it go. I was the first person he mentioned. I knew the challenges as far as TreVon Parish not funding the program. I knew the challenges. I knew the obstacles, man. But just knowing that these kids, man, we grew up on All-Stars.
Yes, I used to love that shit, bro.
We grew up on that, man. Some of my best memories was
eating at Piccadilly.
Right.
Like real
was putting salt in your player drink.
Yeah,
right?
straight up.
All-Stars. Some of my best friends that till this day, came from All-Stars. So that fell in my lap because he came to me with the opportunity. I took that opportunity to TreVon Parish. They okayed it, so that's how that basically came about. But we definitely got that going on, and we about to crank that up actually next week.
Oh, y'all starting next week?
Well, we just starting more on the committee part.
Okay.
I'm picking the coaches now. I think we're gonna have a meeting with the coaches next week.
Can we talk a little bit about the situation that got the All-Star program unfunded? I don't want to name drop and stuff, of course, but
so
it was a couple situations.
It was definitely a couple situations, but from what I was aware of, we didn't have anything to do with it. But from what I'm aware of, that it was just our behavior.
We've been bad. TreVon Parish All-Stars, all
behavior. We that's one thing about being from this area. Like you don't say nothing else. You can always say when it comes to these sports, we passionate about. Like we might not do the right things to show that we passionate, but deep inside we hate losing. We hate our child be feeling like they getting mistreated or they not getting officiated correctly. So that situation led to a couple of behavior problems where people was getting sued. The police was involved. So that kind of, I guess TreVon Parish said, we can't fund
and
that.
they just pull funding completely, stop the program?
Completely, man, completely. But like I said, man, it's a challenge, but man, once we knew that they wasn't funding it, we not worrying about it. We know what we have to do. We at the same time as a community, as a committee, as a team, as an organization, we can't just sit there and cry about it. Like, what we gonna do about it?
So they kept the program going without funding?
Yeah, Mackey definitely kept the program going. I think it was like maybe 1 year. This last year, he had to fund the program through fundraisers and everything.
And I see that a lot, man. I just passed up the Bayou and they out there holding signs, and stuff like that. Why is that people still, doing fundraisers for teams and stuff like that? And is that something that's only in this area? Like do the Texas All-Stars have to do the same thing, or Florida?
No, nah, none of these. Man, when we go to these nationals, I saw it firsthand last year. When we just went, man, when we go to these nationals, you just see like the community, not the community, but like the parish, like the higher ups in the parish, just there for their support.
Right.
You can actually see it. The money they put in, the money the sponsors, even the sponsors, their sponsors come to the games. You know what I'm saying? It's more about basketball. Like, they put everything into those, especially in New Orleans. They put everything into those programs for these kids because they know that's a way for these kids to get out. We not down here. We kind of, ain't no knock to it, but we really all about education. Like, I think people push education. You supposed to, but you know, but I think that they feel like that's the only way out, and that's not. And I don't agree with education is the only way out. As far as when you a student athlete, you know what I'm saying. You still have to. It's still ways. That's why I think with this Bayou 1v1, you brought up Michael Beasley. He couldn't, like you said, he was uncomfortable in the league, but he revamped his career.
That's a fact.
As a basketball 1v1, like he literally revamped it. So it's plenty avenues and get outs through sports, basketball.
And I was just talking to Cleveland in the gym about that, and I was like, I say, man, now it's different. We didn't have all these avenues. There was no 3-on-3. It was just the NBA.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the ultimate goal. But now you can literally develop yourself as the best 1v1 player in the world if you want to. You don't have to be like, have the accolades. You don't have to go to Duke, you know, college like that. Like, if you really just want to start training and be a 1v1 player, you can.
You think that's good or bad for basketball though? Because I did hear LeBron James talk down on that. He was like, you know, these youngsters come in the league and they talk about let's play in ones, and it's like it's a 5, you know, it's 5-on-5.
Well, how I could say it, first of all, I'm a LeBron diehard, but I don't agree with that because like I said, you know, when we grew up, man, you know how hard it is to get to the NBA.
Right.
It's tremendously hard, complicated to get to the NBA. It's only 12 scholarships on a basketball team. You have to first land on a good school program, then you have to go from there. So, man, it's tremendously hard. The percentage rating for that is, the odds for that is, you know, pretty. But I don't agree with that though because, you know, any avenue that opens up for a player is always a pro.
Right.
It shouldn't be a con.
Right.
You know, because it's money involved. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a career involved, not just money, but you could really make a career out of this.
Right. And that's all we ever knew was NBA. Like, you really ain't really know about overseas basketball I didn't know until, you know, like I come up under Brandon Brown. It was like Brandon going overseas. I'm like, kind of like, what is overseas?
Dude,
like,
I remember leaving high school not really even knowing about the junior college circuit. Our coaches didn't speak on that. They didn't push you towards that. I thought to play college basketball you had to be D1. I didn't know about Division II.
Me either.
and that's why we gotta have we gotta have these leaders to mentors to drill that in upcoming athletes' head because when I grew up, bro. Like I say, I still remember to this day, I do feel like I shouldn't have went to Nicholls State. I definitely had a lot of JUCOs calling me, but it was a big thing at the time just to go D1.
Right.
And being that I'm from Ellender, and what I was told from Ellender history, I think maybe only 2 people went to Division I from Ellender, and with all that talent. So yes, I wanted to be one of them. You know, 3. I remember me and Siobhan Coleman. We was very close growing up, playing basketball together. Me and him was one of the top in the area, and I remember calling him one night and I asked him, like, I heard you you going D1 to UL, and he's like, man, I'm not going D1. I'm going to the #1 JUCO in the country, which was Howard in Texas, and he went there and he got a whole scholarship to LSU, but. Like I said, down there they got those mentors to give those students those players that knowledge. We don't have that. We all about accolades down here.
And I recently, shout out to the Dark Brothers. Just watch they Blue Chippers, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how that whole circuit worked either. You know what I'm saying, with the recruiters in the schools reaching out and shit. Like I didn't understand that shit till I kind of watched that documentary, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it was just like, I remember another thing with me and Sugar, Siobhan, we actually went to Tulane official visit together, and just while we out there, bro, like I just remember that was my first official D1 visit. I would just remember just the type of hospitality those coaches was giving us, like to a kid. You know, that meant a lot to us. Like he's showing us around, like we feel like the big dogs on campus already.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? They're taking out these fancy restaurants and everything, but that's what I wanted. You know, I wanted to go to D1 just from that, but getting older, D1 is always not the right choice.
Right.
You know,
You don't hear nobody say that.
JUCO, that's where you could really get it in and really maximize your chances of being, you know, great down the line.
Man, and they got a lot of talent in them. You spoke about the JUCO circuit in Texas, man. That's one of the toughest circuits. Like, what'd you say, Howard, Blinn?
Yeah.
All that is like, they got a lot of talent in them JUCO circuits. And like you say, you work your way up to that D1 with a little experience behind. You know what I'm saying? That is something I wish was promoted more in my era, because I had no clue about a junior college. I had the grades to get in any D1 school, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, I'm short.
But to go to show you how time, for real, but go to show you how times change. And to be honest, man, JUCO might be kind of getting pushed out the way now with the transfer portal.
Okay.
When you got the transfer portal now, kids can go to like a Nichols. They get tired of that. They can hop in the portal.
Right.
You know, and that's a lot of I saw a D1 coach.
That sounds like the Matrix or something.
Yeah, like, you know, I saw a Division I coach really say he's doing all his recruiting in the portal with 8 scholarships left. So the kids coming out of school, out of high school, and the kids coming out of JUCO, their chances are slimming now because they got this transfer portal. You could be going to a top D1 and getting this transfer portal with somebody that go to Nichols and getting a transfer portal. You know, it's just a talent gap too. Right. You know what I'm saying? They have abundance to choose from that transfer portal.
So how what's the difference in the talent levels from somebody that went D1 versus somebody that might just decide to go to a JUCO?
It don't really be, most of the time, it really don't be a talent level gap. It really be about the journey of the person. For example, I know a lot of kids, like I ain't gonna lie, Siobhan was better than me in a lot of categories. But, you know, I went D1, you know, which is the ultimate goal, but he went JUCO. But I feel like overall he was a better player than me. But, you know, it wasn't about that. It's just about the talent gap is, man, like, okay, for example, we played on this Louisiana select team. First of all, I played with LT Rockets. We go to those tournaments, we spank stuff. Like, you know,
Straight up.
like, you know,
it always been
you
like
know,
that too.
you got basically everybody cool from Thibodeau, Houma, Raceland, down to Bayou, all on one team. That's how it used to be. Now you got 20 teams in one area.
Right.
You know, but we used to go spank stuff, but thought we was good until I received a phone call. I started getting ranked in the state, and I ended up playing on a Nike team, Louisiana Elite Nike team, select Nike team, and we had 12 of the best players in the state at the time on one team. I thought I was good until I got to them. But I noticed the type of tournaments we were going to, bro. Like, my mama couldn't even go to these first 2 tournaments because they don't let parents in there, because the whole section, gym, is full of D1 coaches. You know, so you can't, and you know, when it comes to recruiting, you got all these recruiting rules. Parents can't talk to the recruiters and everything, but you know, you get put in those predicaments like that. And I felt like a lot of kids that went to bigger D1s, I was better than, but they was put in the right.
They was in the right position.
Right position. They was in the right tournaments. You know, they was on the right program. You know, they wasn't in the tournament when it was just about winning. You know, they was in the tournament about we can go get beat by 50 points in this tournament, but I guarantee you gonna have 100 coaches looking at you watching while you get beat. You feel me? So that's how. And
that's how it was, that tournament I did catch with Steve on them. I think, if I recall, that was like a 128 team tournament, bro. It was like, I can remember seeing NBA players there, you know, former NBA players, Larry Hughes, Bronny played in it. I saw Miss Savannah was there. You know what I'm saying? It was like a real circuit of ex-NBA players' kids and future NBA players. And like you say, bro, if you just in that circuit, more than likely you going
somewhere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They be seeing you every year. So a person like, I tell people, like, man, it's a high chance that Bronny know exactly who Jalen Lucas is. He know exactly who. You know what I'm saying? Because they did their thing in those tournaments, and it's just, that was the who's who.
And bro, I think that should be, AAU is very important, but I think it could be unnecessary if you just just doing it to play tournaments. Like, you know, I feel like I'd rather you train, just go develop somewhere else. Because I feel like when you go to these tournaments, like, for example, when I played for this Nike team, we played, I don't know if y'all are aware of the Peace Jam, but Peace Jam is probably top 2, top 3 tournament in the country on the AAU side. We played in there. We got to the Final Four for the Nike team. And we getting into the arena. I'm not knowing who we playing because it's always somebody that you know that's cold, but you just never know who you're playing. So that specific game, we had to play Austin Rivers and Brandon Knight. Doc Rivers as the coach. That's who coaching the AAU team.
Man, you the coach, man. You coach in the NBA.
Yeah, you know. So like,
he
you know,
he had hair. He had hair. You know, Doc Rivers.
Rivers.
nah, he didn't have the ball. He had a little, you know, a little low.
All right,
Low,
because
yeah.
I never see Doc Rivers with hair. It's always
You know, but it's tournaments like that, bro. Like that just place you. And I remember that game though because we had some killers on our team too that was getting like Langston Galloway. He played in the league starting for the New York Knicks. He actually when LeBron went to the USA thing, he was part of that. You know, when they practicing in the gym, he playing against them every day. You know, getting them prepared. Like that's the type of players we play on. And he had so much traction. Like so many coaches come to watch him play. He was that in high school, but he had so many chances. And I just remember like getting in the game, I'm shaking. Like I'm like, man, I'm not used to this. Like I ain't lying.
That's honest,
you
though,
know,
bro.
I'm not lying because you got Austin Rivers and Brandon Knight we going against. Like
how good they was at that time.
It was elite. We lost. They was elite at that time, you know. But that motivated me. Like when I got to that team, ain't no more me being a big man. I'm good. I'm scoring 25 points in a game in high school. Like we don't care about that. You're not going to that block. You guard some of these guards. I got put in the blender, so that made me too. When I came home, like, man, Hank, you right. Like I got give me a bag.
How's your work ethic? Like if you go to a tournament and get cooked, what you do when you come back?
Man, back then we didn't. I think everybody's work ethic was the same back then. Like we wasn't big on actually getting in the gym and like our training came from pickups.
Yeah, we just go.
Right,
go
and that's what I'm saying. Like they didn't have all these avenues, the lab, Nate Alpha, Alpha Sports or whatever. Like we didn't have all that, bro. Like literally, me and this dude used to be on the park like shooting over garbage cans and shit.
Right.
Like and that's because my daddy made us. Like and that's why I say like. I think now with all the trainings and people are able to put their kids in there, I really think it's bad for the sport, bro.
I think it is a tenfold. You got it is good for skill development, but like our training was playing against grown men, and you can't replace that. You know what I'm saying? You got a 16-year-old and you dominating 16-year-olds. Go play some 19-year-olds. Go play some 25-year-olds. You know, there's always levels to it. So I think pickup helps a lot with game situation and all this other stuff. But if you need to develop a certain skill, you need to develop your jump shot, your your handles and all that. It can help, but that pickup is the thing, bro.
But a lot of them in it, and I'm speaking from helping. I help one of my partners train a lot. A lot of them are in it because they see something on the internet and they be like, "Oh, I want to play basketball." Yeah. But it's not really they passion or what they do. You know what I'm saying? And you come in at. I say, man, if you start sports at like 14 or basketball, like I'm like, man, you late. Like,
you better be tall.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't put no 14, 15-year-old in there. You know what I'm saying? To me, and try to be like develop him. You know what I'm saying? To make the high school team.
Yeah, we gonna develop you to be a role player.
Right. And they don't want to be role players no more.
But they gotta that comes from who? Like the parents. Like they gotta prepare their kids to be ready. Like like so for example, when I coached my first AAU season, it was with a developmental team. But we didn't win the game also. Like we went to every tournament. We didn't win a game. Not one game.
I mean, y'all was close or y'all was getting blew out?
At first we was getting blew out, but as the season progressing, we are progressing.
Right.
So that's when I knew like, okay, our goal for this season is none of y'all made the team the junior high team. So our goal is not about going and win these tournaments, but about getting reps. Just getting reps in so you get the opportunity to get better. Right. And our goal is for when you go back to school the next year to make a basketball team. I think 7 out of them made it.
Okay.
You know, so that was the main thing, and it came down to my girls. It just went straight to my girls to where my first year coaching All-Stars. Man, my first practice, we picked the team, the first practice. I'm looking at the talent. I'm like, man, what I got myself into again? You know what I'm saying? Again, but, man, I just put my all in that little team, man. And we went from not knowing that I'm thinking, like, I can't take this team to AAU to actually starting to win games and actually placing third in nationals. Then go and take our team all the way in the summer and playing. I was that confident in term to where we played up 5th grade. And we 3rd graders the whole summer.
That's what's up.
The whole summer we played up the whole summer to where we actually played down to a national ranked tournament to where they got, we played against, what's his name, Raymond Felton. His daughter and them, like, they elites. Like, we was competing against them. We lost, but all those games we was playing elite teams, even team that won the whole nationals. We were really competing with these teams. So that's what it's all about, bro. Like, I'm more development than anything.
And I think a lot of coaches focus on their record.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
I'm not worried about that.
And I can say this just from training and helping train kids, bro. It's nothing like seeing a kid get better, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a feeling like none other. You come in and you can't dribble, and then they start to get the drills, and then they start. I'm like, oh, this dude actually really getting better because of me. Like it's no feeling like that, you know what I'm saying?
And last thing about my girls, man, they work hard, and I think they work hard because they seeing what I'm displaying. Like, man, like they don't know that I go home and I read quotes to let them know, to motivate them before practice. I read quotes I read ending the practice type quotes so I can say to learn how to I'm a student of the game too, and they see that I'm a student of the game. Like, they see how passionate I am, and they brought in along with their parents. So now we was working all summer to where we were just in John Mosley, the junior NBA Pelican thing.
Shout out to John.
It just ended, but we was in there, and we was the only girls team. We end up playing, like, he got like the top boys in the area. They was in the gym. He put them all on one team, and we played against him. Before this game, I'm like, man, these little dudes really good. Like, I don't want to get embarrassed my girls like this. But when I tell you, we played that game, and that just to show me how great my girls are getting as far as developing. They playing 9, 10-year-old boys, and she still got 2nd graders on the court. We went down to the wire with boys.
Come on, man.
Like, boys, you know, like, and that's when I know, like, man, forget all these trophies and all that, man. This ain't no better feeling than this.
Right.
Ain't no better feeling than seeing your teams just developing like that.
Yeah, we do the TPR Coaches Hall of Fame. We on our we just had the 4th year
shout out
induction.
to y'all for that. Yeah.
And that's one of the things, man. When you talk to these older coaches that have been coaching 30 plus years, 40 years, they do got their pettiness. They do remember beating some people and they tell you that. But it's always they seem to remember the players that they took, you know, the farthest. Like that never leaves their head. Like, they've coached for 40 years. They can name, man, I had this player, I had that player.
They remember off the top of their head.
That'd be big to them, man.
Yeah, man. That's shout out to my dude too, Carlos Wheeler, man, CWA Academy, bro. Like, he big, bro.
Yeah, but shout out to Mackie too, like the Marlin coaches that's retiring, man. Like, but they the reason why, like, 'cause that's what we grew up to. The Chris Singletons, the Max, the
Coach Bo, man.
Coach Bo, shout out, rest in
R.I.P.
peace, Chris Bo.
Yeah.
You know, we looked up to those individuals, dog, and I think they did do a great job of paving the way. Because when stuff that I have questions about, I just kind of, if I can, I just remember about how they'll go about it. You know, so that's
and they carried it so graceful, man. And it's like, you don't realize, man, just traveling with Sam and them for All-Stars, the AAU and shit, man, like, man, we got a whole team in like 2 vehicles.
Right. Well, just like, I look at myself, man, I have taking my own kids somewhere and being responsible for it is enough, man. You got 7, 8 other
like
kids with
just,
you, man. People have to trust you.
Like
man.
when they pull up and drop some of the players off at our house, I'm talking about they responsible for meals,
everything.
I ain't never hear nothing about no getting comped and none of that, bro. They eating that, you know.
It's tough though. It's tough. But as an organization, like for us, the lab, when we take on these responsibilities with these kids, we also have to be in place to make these kids comfortable. To where, like you say, I remember, like, you know, it's sacrifice. You know, 2 vehicles. We still do that now, but as an organization, like, we really big behind like leaving no child behind.
That's a fact.
You know, leave no child behind. Like with everything we do, you don't even have to like. I had 12 players, but a lot of players that wasn't our age, I still allowed them to come practice with us. You know, they still could come to tournaments with us just to get them out the house. And y'all don't have a team for y'all, but be around this atmosphere.
Yeah, my daddy used to take players that didn't actually make, like some of our Bucks players that wouldn't make All-Star. Man, my daddy still pick them up, come to the game. Like, like you just be in the environment, just stay out of trouble, even if it's something that small, man. And that's what I commend the most about these older coaches, because they didn't get paid,
right?
But they took care of the community. You know what I'm saying?
And the community took care of them as well. And like, that's what, go back what you asked about fundraising. Now I am getting a bit of recognition. I like with sponsors and people actually seeing and actually noticing what we doing. So it did. But when you start off, when you say about fundraising, we fundraised a lot last year, because I just always feel like you got to put the groundwork in for someone to open doors for opportunities for you.
Right.
You know, you just can't go with a handout. You know what I'm saying? It took for a couple of sponsors to pass by us with the signs. Hey man, what y'all fundraising for? Yeah, such and such, such and such. Here's my card. Give me a call.
You never know who you're gonna run across in the
and
field.
That's, you know, you just people gotta see you put in that groundwork first before.
They not just coming with sponsorships because you.
Oh yeah, no, indeed. Yeah. But I had the opportunity to go pass on Miss Teresa King. She's one of our real brilliant sponsors, and it's just a feeling like that, just going back to her and just being able to present to her a trophy, a certificate, you know, and a smile that woman had on her face.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you know, so that's a feeling like that too, that I got obsessed with.
That's one thing we all talked about, you know, and we're gonna get into the Bayou 1v1, but
let's
just partnering on that with you. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say I ain't never really had a conversation with you. I see you passing in the gym, or you know, I heard your name and stuff, but I've never had a conversation. And you dropped that Bayou 1v1, and I'm like, man, let me reach out to this dude, bro. And reached out, sent you my number, and the minute I got on the phone, bro, the passion that's in your voice when you talk about this shit, I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want to help this dude. I definitely want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And when we got with the Combo Club, we had the meeting, and like once you had sat down with Trey, once you left out the dagger shop, it was like, Trey was like, I'm with it. He's like, I could just hear in this dude's voice that's somebody I want to help and want to work with. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's the passion, bro.
Right.
You ain't you don't never be like, man, I'm doing this little 1v. No, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
It's big, and we talking, and you're telling me the plans for the future, which you ain't even got to get into depth, because I see the vision. You know what I'm saying? So, what spawned the Bayou 1v1, bro? That got all the buzz right now.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
The Bayou 1v1 came about from a simple conversation from me and Stevie. We kind of touched on it here and there, but we had so much going on. We didn't really put no effort into it at the time. But which I'm glad that happened. But through basketball with AAU, I was able to build relationships and, you know, connections to where I'm following these people on social media, and I'm seeing these type of leagues. It was everywhere but here. And I'm doing my research on it, and once I found out that not only it could be entertainment, good for people to see, there's opportunities in here for players that could revamp their careers, like a Michael Beasley, you know, because they didn't get that professional overseas offer or anything or something. So 1v1 is a definitely legit avenue for basketball.
Okay.
It's a lot going on in that whole world, and I definitely want to bring that to the Tri.
Man, people tired of seeing that 5-on-5 shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I think the NBA did it to themselves, man. Once they start stacking them teams like that,
Exactly.
when Kevin Durant went to Golden State, that's what spawned the 1v1.
And I look at the last I think it was like the last lockout or something, or maybe that was for COVID. When these players started having their own pickups,
Yeah, because they couldn't play.
and they were going around and they were drawing a crowd. No, I was like, damn, these dudes don't really even need the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
But shout out to Ice Cube too for doing that 3v3.
Right.
Like,
Right.
cause you know you might not be able to compete on the league scale no more. They might usher you out of there in some kind of way, but these dudes still could ball.
Because they always issuing in, they always got new, faster, quicker
Yeah.
players coming in,
Yeah.
you know, to like a Joe Johnson get pushed out the league. But
Right.
Joe can still
He
go.
can still get it.
You know what I'm saying?
And they got players like Ty Lawson. I don't know if you saw, but I am for the future next year. I have a card. It's gonna be called Mamba Madness for Mardi Gras. There's a person I am talking. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's coming. I'm working on keep him coming. He just actually played like a type of Ty Lawson, you know, for a bag. You know, so you know, it's players like in the NBA. We remember Ty Lawson.
Yeah, oh yeah, what?
We remember him, but Ty Lawson lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's, man, it just, when you watch, if you do watch that game, but like, it's just the atmosphere that game has, man.
Hey, these 1v1 players, bro.
It's entertaining.
The finishing skills some of these dudes have, bro, it's just like, I question them like, bro, why this dude not in the NBA?
It take a lot. It take a lot to make it to that league.
You know what I'm saying?
And then also, I think 1v1 kind of is more like an isolation. Well, it is an isolation game, but I think a great isolation player sometimes ain't the best game type player.
Well, you always got help coming too.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so they can't flourish as well as they'll flourish versus somebody on the island with a body self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's way more opportunities, and the NBA, they don't look at that. They don't look at what you could do. They see what you do 1v1, but they more about how can you help a team
Because
Yeah,
it is,
overall.
That's how college is too.
Yeah,
You in the
exactly.
system.
Yeah,
but
system.
it is an ISO game. Like now, the NBA is more of an ISO game.
Guard play.
You just could send help. You know what I'm saying? Like you could send help. Like the whole game is ISO. I told somebody, like, look at Steph Curry. He not really killing no point guards.
Nah,
He
he
gonna
get
get
that
a
screen.
pick, and he gonna cook a center.
Just,
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's an ISO game, but you could always have the option to send help.
So
Like,
let me ask you this: you think Anthony Edwards would probably be one of the best ISO players right now?
I think you mean like 1v1?
Like a 1v1 getting bucket type player. Like you think he would be your top 5 in the NBA right now?
It's possible because when I look at Ant-Man game, I think the only thing that needs to be, or not the only thing, but one of the things for his game to develop as an NBA player is his passing, and that's based on the double team.
the
coverage,
dough,
that's
you
what
know
I was
I'm
getting
saying?
at.
sometimes he forces.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like a player like Anthony Edwards, like he go for 30 any given night, but
Right.
he can be neutralized in the 5v5 because
Right.
of the help. But it's hard to get in the NBA because when they send that double team like that, it's hard for players like that to
Develop
you know what I'm
into
saying?
great passers.
Right,
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So
Because he ain't never had to pass.
Right.
Like,
and you saw it. I think it was the final, whatever they went to. How far they got the last year, but
Yeah, his passing was terrible.
Yeah,
they
right,
sunk
right.
that double team. It was kind of neutralizing him. But so that's why I feel like some NBA players don't look at ISO players. To
and
be
I,
that
and I
great.
be like, son, how you don't know how to pass?
Man, I never had
But
to.
you gotta think
I'm a
about
scorer.
it, right? But you gotta think about the
I had to
type of-
pass, nigga.
The
pass
type of when they do bring that double team, you gotta think about how strong that person is coming run them double teams coming, how strong they is, how tall they is, how long they is. You gotta really get it up over them, and then you got your other 3 players. They athletes too,
Right.
You know they could jump a passing lane right now. So
Right.
it's very hard, bro. Like don't get it twisted. I ain't saying that's.
Oh, no, I know it's
very
tough, son.
hard.
I know
No, I
it's
like
tough.
that because this is a thing that I hear a lot of players and analysts talk about. So you played on a collegiate level. What was the speed difference in the game?
Oh, it's different speeds. I ain't even gonna lie. You got those like a Nichols. We were more of a half court, 5-out type offense. Don't shoot the ball until it's 24 clock shot. Don't shoot that ball until it's after 17 seconds on the shot clock. You better have 5-6 passes before you even shoot this basketball.
That's coming from the coach.
That's just from the coach. That's the system.
Right.
As the system, man, we was kind of like that at Ellender too my last year. But yeah, we cause when Gotro, he ended up, we all 55 running gun.
Yeah.
Now, that type of speed, that was at the highest.
And I always,
Now, that's
I always
one
felt
thing.
like,
We always 55. We known for 55. Even if we had the saddest team, we known for 55 running gun. But I guess my senior year, we didn't have the personnel for that like that. So we switched it up to where we in this 5-out offense and we could, shoot the ball after a certain amount of passes. But it helped me because that's how Nichols is. I was able just to fit right into that. Right. But it's different. That's a slow speed, but we played against North Carolina. They was number 1 in the nation that year. They had Harrison Barnes, Cody Zeller, Tyler Zeller, the Marshall point guard. They was number 1 in the nation.
How was that?
We lost about 50 points on ESPN, man.
Go on, man.
Everybody was
50.
like, boy, niggas playing North Carolina, boy. We about to go watch that Bruiza.
That was probably
smush, boy.
That probably was the best experience, like basketball-wise, because just the days leading up to that game, just being from Houma, like this time Twitter was popping, people from home and knowing that I'm playing on ESPN.
Right.
I'm getting videos on Twitter of my brother. They mentioned me on Ellender, the intercom saying TreVon Lewis gonna be playing against North Carolina on ESPN. I like stuff like that.
Right.
You got everybody live streaming, mention me, man, go do your thing, boy. But once I got to that thing, man, and I'm the best player on the team at the time, they had me, player to watch, and then Harrison Barnes matchup to watch.
That's fire,
together.
son.
So yeah, it turned out bad. Not for me, but that game overall turned out bad. Yeah, it turned out bad, man.
Man, that's fucking funny, dog.
But that speed, like that type of speed, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy if they ain't prepared for it. If that makes sense.
What you mean by that type of speed? Like let's say, give me an example.
So I'm guarding Harrison Barnes for one.
This happened for real.
Yeah, this happened for real. Like I'm guarding him, and I'm so used to where like I could I'm help side defense. I could maybe blink this way to see where the ball going or whatever. Man, with him, I blinked. It was the first play of the game. Like I just looked. I was in help side, but I was just kind of seeing where I'm at on the floor, seeing where I were. As soon as I turn back the ball, turn to him, he's receiving the ball. So now I'm on 10 trying to go recover. He hit me with something so beautiful. Pop, pop, pop. Midi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, then the whole game, like, now I'm guarding him closer when I'm off the ball, but the people just coming right by me. I can't even get help side. So like, that's what I mean. Like speed, like
I got you.
It's mental. You got to be thinking quick. Like, man, that was the quickest I had to think. Get the rebound. You got 2 6'11s. What you gonna do? You just gotta think quicker. Not more over the physical speed, but just mentally. Wise.
Yeah, because I remember being in high school at TreVon. We playing South TreVon. Coach Neil got us pressing, and Philip Live is on the court, bro. Like it got to a point where I'm like, do you know who this is? Like, you talking about slide your feet. How the hell I'm going to slide my feet? He running.
Yeah. Ryan's cut him off.
Yeah, I'm going to slide. He running.
Yes, that's how it is, though. But yeah.
If I can slide faster than he run, I need to run track.
For real, man. So, the players in this 1v1, like, how did you come about selecting, the players that you did?
Well, by me being a basketball fan, like I already knew, kind of had in mind who I was going with for this tournament. Like just off the top, I could name them because I dropped them already. Like it's point blank, you can't have anything basketball wise without reaching out there at the Rainiers.
Right.
Shout out to all the
Rainier family.
Right.
Yeah.
That definitely was my number one guy, AJ. Then like the Fuddies, the Stevie Howards, who else? The Trail. A lot of players that I got, the CJs, the Marquis, they all played basketball. They all come from a basketball background. So I know that wasn't gonna be a problem. I did reach out to a couple other players, but availability was the biggest issue.
Okay.
Right.
You know, so I know a lot of people saying like, why is such and such ain't playing? Why is such and such ain't playing? Just know I have reached out to.
So you active in that basketball world, so you know.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
It ain't intentional.
I like the videos with Kai too, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I like his game. I didn't watch him play when he was in school. He went to Assumption. Right?
No,
Patterson.
I'm sorry, Patterson. But he has come down for a few tournaments, you know, various tournaments, and I always looked at him like, man, dude got a nice game, bro.
Now, I didn't know Kai. I mean, I always heard about him, but I didn't know him personally. I never saw him play basketball.
Me either. I saw him on the internet.
But yeah, besides the internet, I never saw him. But a lot of people, when I first started, they was like, you should reach out to this kid named Kai, and I forgot about Kai. And just so happened, just going down my timeline, he actually shared the 1v1. So I reached out, and man, from that day on, like, bro, just down to we had a conversation. I told him my vision. I told him what I wanted to do. I told him about him being involved. Like I said, availability was the biggest issue with that. Right. But he definitely will be featured on upcoming cards. But he respect the vision. And man, anything I ask him to do, as far as he's in his 1v1 world, like he's heavy in it to where the next chapter. I know y'all know about the next chapter. That's with the Michael Beasley's, that's the ultimate platform you can be on.
Like the NBA. Or
yeah, that's the NBA. He's featured heavily in there. I think he just played last night, by the way. But yeah, he definitely supporting the vision. Definitely.
I saw. That's what I saw when somebody shared one day to my Tri-Parish is on, and I seen this dude on 1v1 next chapter a few times. I'm like, man, from Tri-Parish. Well, not the Tri, but you know, like I'm like. Start looking into him and went to Patterson. I'm like, oh, all right, so homie from right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't gonna lie. Until I started seeing like people like Moon and all them, I didn't think that was touching down here yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But boy, hey, the next chapter it's tough.
Man, we've always had we've always had, I don't want to say superior talent, but we've always had a great amount of talent down here, bro. It's just the exposure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We could go back to the Ben Adams, to the Rennie Davises, all that shit. Like, we always had it.
Yeah. Like, Ben was tough, bro.
Yes, I think Ben is my ultimate GOAT. My ultimate basketball GOAT. That's someone who actually I came up on that as well. That's the inspiration.
And see, I didn't really see Ben play much. You know what I'm saying? He went to ST, right?
Right.
I ain't see him play much, bro. Like you said, I come up under Darrell Murray, the Michael Lewis's, Brandon Brown. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Galmore. So that's all I'm seeing. I'm like, all right, this dude can't be colder than them. But once I started to look back, and see some of his footage and his overseas footage and like stats and stuff, like dude was
ahead of the game.
Right.
His style of play was like.
That's the first person I ever, besides Brandon, but ever heard like going overseas.
Right. Yeah, especially at that level. But he was just ahead, bro. Like if you go back and look at his highlights from overseas, man, he could translate that game to right now,
right,
and it would still be effective. You know, that's why like I feel like he was. Not Steph before Steph, but he was pop. He, you know,
more like a Kimball Walker type.
You know what I'm saying?
Like real tough.
One thing I do remember, because we used to be in the gym with him, he was fast, bro.
And he had a burner
and explosive.
And he could fly.
Yeah. And you just can't stop that, bro. Like, you know, and unfortunately, like we grew up kind of like in the gray area. My daddy from Gray, so we got to come up under the Rennie Davises and Quincy Davises, Kyle Butlers and shit like that, bro. Like
Rennie was damn near like Zion.
Yeah, son.
So from what I know from like that time, I never heard none of them. I didn't hear none of them, but I did hear the Kyrie Galmores, the Durrells.
Yeah, bro.
I think before that time, I'm not aware of nobody. Like but. Darrell's and I think Darrell's.
You ever see like Brandon Brown?
Brandon Brown. Yeah. Most definitely.
What about Andre Brown?
Didn't see him, but heard about
Yeah,
him.
you heard about Dre.
And see, I didn't get to see Dre play in school, but his story, like his story,
definitely heard about him. Never met him, never saw him, but definitely heard about him.
Yeah,
and respect to him.
And that's just, you know, in order to travel this journey, you gotta pay homage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like you just could talk about it. The biggest matchup right now is your AJ and Fuddy. You know what I'm saying? And I can't take nothing away from both of them because I actually saw both of them come up, and get down in that high school era. You know, they both were unstoppable players, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think that game. I'm trying not to speak too much on it because I don't want nobody to see my opinion.
Nah, man.
But that game specifically, I think that's going to be the best game of the night. I think it's going to come down to stops. I didn't see. Well, I saw Fuddy play. I actually played against Fuddy, so I know what he's capable of doing. Seeing AJ recently and hearing that out the gym and from them those little glimpses. Wow, you know, I see the stats, all that, you know, the talk. But when I saw it from my own eyes, like AJ really has what it takes to pursue the 1v1, if that makes sense.
And
you know, he has the swag. He got the. You know, he got the bop in this game. He can talking stuff. He got the entourage behind him. You know, so you know, like that's why it was a no-brainer for him. But for that matchup specifically, I think it's gonna come down to who can get the most stars and who wanted more.
Yeah, they both have a winner's mentality too. That's what I love. Every tournament AJ in, I go up to him with the camera and he be like, "Man, we about to win this."
Yeah, facts. You know? So you know, but he's a bucket. He's a walking bucket.
He had no choice but to be, bro.
Yeah, Fuddy.
He come up under a line of like, bro, he had no choice but to be a bucket, or he wouldn't be on the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Rainiers is a tough family, dog. Like from Kobe on down, Chuck. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Man,
definitely.
Man, them boys tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Most definitely.
And look, the Leslies is a tough family.
That's a fact too. That's a fact.
It's a toss up, bro. It's a toss up.
Me and Summer went to we was at Nichols together. Me and Summer, she was doing a thing on the girls' side, doing a thing on the boys' side. But from the Fuddy standpoint of view, when I actually played against Fuddy, I haven't seen him play since then. But he always, when seeing him around, staying in shape, always in the gym. Might not be basketball, but he's always in the gym. You know, he's active in that perspective. But from my experience with Fuddy, man, when Fuddy was a freshman, when Hank was at Vanderbilt, I don't know if you remember that team with Eli.
Eli.
That's the only time I ever went to a Vanderbilt game.
We was the big dogs of that game. Like, we was the big dogs of the district. Like, that was my senior year. Them boys beat us. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I know, like, man, you can't count that little Leslie out. He did his thing, brother. So I ain't gonna never just count him out. But I do know this about to be a grudge, man.
I remember Fuddy having a game with like 36 points, like 28 rebounds. He ain't number about 5'8", 5'9".
He's a jump ball.
He's
a jump ball. Like, you know, he's a jump ball. Like, you know, so you know,
that's crazy.
That's crazy as hell, bro.
And you know,
and he guarding your biggest player.
And that's where the edge gonna come stops. And I've literally seen, and I'm not saying he gonna win, I've literally seen Fuddy like switch on the biggest player in the gym and block his shot multiple times.
All the best shoot, who's ever the best player, that's who he's going to guard.
And I being that I saw Fuddy, you know, do all that too. I did see AJ like in the gym one day just go 10 straight. Like, just off of moves. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could get in those bags, you know what I'm saying?
I done had to go at AJ saying, this nigga, he shifted, bro.
Yeah, it's like he moved like a piece of paper in the wind.
Yeah, he just...
Son, he shifted, dog. Like, it's not your typical basketball shift. You know what I'm saying? All that shit I see people doing on these 1v1s is some tough-ass moves. I done seen AJ do something of that caliber in the gym to get his shot off. You know what I'm saying?
He might dunk on you.
And
that too.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even know the little nigga had bunnies till one day he bam that bitch.
You
I'm
know,
like, oh,
it's gonna be a great match, bro. Like, I ain't even got no picks like that right now. Like, from my basketball knowledge, and I can't even pick right now. Like, I do have my opinions of what might happen, but
you can't count none of them out.
You know,
right? And being at the Tri is feeding into it so much. they both got that chip on
Yeah,
their
pride
shoulder.
is on the line, bro.
You can't
Most
count none of them
most
out,
definitely.
dog.
I don't speak with Fuddy like talk about. I touch bases on him here and there. But AJ, I do talk to a lot because I don't know if you know Fuddy, man. Fuddy just you never know where he at. You never know what he does.
Right. Fuddy might walk in
He
this
might
bitch right
pop
now.
up here right now. So
What's up,
smiling. I
Yeah.
hear. But but I do know AJ guy is taking his person.
That's good.
Like not on the beefing side, but like
Just
from
in
a winning
transition.
competitor.
Yeah.
He in the gym right now.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't call my dog Dudu out either. Bro.
Yeah, for real. Dudu, that's where I beat AJ.
Nah.
That's the whole tournament.
I do my.
Hey,
That's my sleeper.
Dude was the X factor in that HL game,
Man,
son.
hey.
Bro, I see it. I'm like, man, they can't stop Dudu.
Dudu
And he
is the
gonna
winner.
control the tempo. He not gonna take no bad shots. You know what I'm saying? He gonna dribble down. If you own him, he gonna dribble all the way around, back out.
Yes, and the best
Like,
the best thing about him is you can't make him change his pace.
No.
Like he's gonna play however
No.
pace he wants to play. Like but dude, my sleeper, him and Trev is definitely my sleepers for the tournament.
I'm eager to see Denzel get on the court.
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, Zell.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Last time I played this L 1-on-1, he punished me.
Denzel probably the most improved player
But-
I've ever seen in my life.
But
Like,
no, that's a fact. That's
I
a
have
fact.
like 10 years of punishment on this.
yeah, that's all I
But
go back on.
But y'all gotta understand, like when Denzel got isolated and went to that, when we got isolated and went to Voorhees, like we saw a whole different work ethic from Zell that like I want my kids to kind of instill. Like like it's different. I ain't never think I saw it. Well, still to this day, I never seen nobody with a passion or work ethic like Roddy. Once he got to that point, you know what I'm saying, and he showed Denzel and me how to do that type of work ethic, man. You going in the home, you ain't doing nothing at home. You want to be on the phone with this girl, and you got all life for that.
That's
And
why
we-
Roddy was like the rest in peace
Yeah,
Five, but Five
rest in
was the
peace,
basketball hub, bro.
Yeah.
He's going to find some basketball to play.
Like
most
right now
definitely.
they ain't got a gym in the parish. If Roddy was here, we'd have somewhere to
We'll
hoop.
sneak
Yeah.
in somewhere.
Have somewhere to hoop.
Yeah, he
dog.
definitely was the reason why all of us that went to that college. He was the reason. Let me tell you a quick story, man. This is how loyal and like just basketball minded that Five was. I got offered with Five to go to that Voorhees school. Now I'm immature at the time. I got a lot of things going on. I ain't where I want to be at in life. So I kind of gave the coach the runaround. I didn't go that first semester with Roddy, and that coach really X'd me out. Like, hey man, forget him. He left me hanging. I ain't doing all that. Like, and I did some down bad stuff. Like, I just told him at the last minute, I'm not coming. And this man at the airport waiting on me.
You being a nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's just how
Man,
it
I
was.
ain't gonna
But
make it.
so that semester passed, and Roddy up there already, and I just got a call from that same coach that hey man, your partner speaking highly of you. I didn't watch the videos. Like, I want you to come up here on a free ride. And like, just when I first got up there, he was like, listen, this is all your man's work. Like, so when he got us up there, he actually showed us that work ethic. Like, I don't want to say like he just taught us that work ethic, but like we was tripping, like me and Zell. But when Zell got on board and like really saw like this how I got to get better, man, he displayed a work ethic I ain't never seen before. Like, we leaving at the gym 11, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, like, and then he coming home, man, he bringing that same work ethic into the school. He coming home 12 o'clock, he ain't going to see till 4 o'clock after he didn't study. So, man, Zell, now he don't got school to worry about, and knowing him in the gym,
son.
he locked
Can't
in.
sleep.
It just got
locked
to
in.
a point, bro. Like, we had a brief stint at the Y. We was at the Y for about
About a decade.
10 years, bro. Like, we just used to lock in at the Y. And over that 10-year period, I got to the point where I'm like, all right, I can't do nothing with Zell no more.
He got this size.
He gon' cause me, I'm gonna go to the Y. I used to go to the Y because they got a basketball court. I'm gonna go fuck around with the weights for a little while, and I'm going to the gym. Zell gonna do his workout, all his reps in his workout, and if he wanna take that time to heal, he say I'm not playing today. And then he gon' like, not me. I'm going in there and bullshit on the weights, then I'm going to shoot. Zell like, I ain't playing today.
Yeah.
I gotta heal. The next day he come in there, he in there early shooting jump shots. You know what I'm saying? So I really watched this dude develop. Like, me and Zell used to ride all over town together
But
the gym. Zell with the braids.
Yeah, you should definitely. You should know like his journey though. Like Zell didn't, like you say, Zell probably is the most improved player
player of
I've
my
seen.
lifetime, son.
But you gotta understand, like Zell had a rough high school career, and that just me, and I can say that's really my partner. Like I talk to him like daily, almost. But he was at Ellender first. He played under me, like behind me, so he didn't get that burn he wanted to get. Then he went to Terrebonne. The same thing happened. You playing behind Reuters, so you like under the table everywhere you go. But once he got graduated and he went to college, and I commend him for that, because you went to two schools and really didn't do what you want to do. You didn't get the time you wanted at Ellender because we there. You wasn't that good, Chet. You didn't get the time at Terrebonne. You didn't get the respect at Terrebonne like you wanted to. And I think all that built up, bro. Man, all that built up, and it turned into a monster.
Yeah, bro, but
it turned into a monster.
And I applaud him for how he channeled it.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He channeled it straight to the court, straight to the weight room.
Yeah, most niggas been selling dope.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
But, yeah, but he come from a good background, though, so we ain't have to worry about that. But he definitely a sleeper. I think Trell was my sleeper too, but I did match Trell up with a guy from the Z League that's pretty good. That might be game of the night to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that might be
Hey, that dude right there, what his name now?
Quine.
What they call him something else though.
Ray Quine.
Yeah. Hey, he. And then they said he was like the toughest person in Louisiana.
Yeah, matter of fact, he just played the person that played Ty Lawson. Like that's who he lost to. But yeah, he get it in. He get it. And I checked out all his videos. He's like the big dog of their crew.
Yeah, I peeped him out.
Yeah. So
I don't know too many of the other dudes. I just got to dive down the Z League page and check them out. But
all them
Z
killers,
League
though.
pretty tough, bro.
Yeah, they got killers, and I respect what they got going on. Like the dude who owns Z League, man. Like I told you earlier, like he's giving those guys opportunities. Like so, when they come down here, they get paid. You know, they get paid, and that was why I wanted to. These hoopers down here to realize too, like, yeah, we could just call it a Bayou 1v1 and just play locally, but what we gonna get out the bigger picture for this?
Right.
You could actually find yourself on a bigger stage.
Cause I be watching the next chapter and like nigga hit a shot on somebody and nigga be like, play me for 10 bags.
Right.
Play me for 10 bags. Like what?
Yeah, look at Kai. Kai started off Z League. Then he went to the next chapter, right? I'm not talking about just going play on the next chapter. I'm talking about actually signing a piece of paper.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like ball is life off the dribble. Like that's other platforms that.
So that's your ultimate goal, to get these players to that level.
Most definitely. Like not really worrying about the tournament aspect. You know, it's just about getting that exposure to them. You know, showing them that there's other ways. Like,
so now we got a 1v1 avenue.
Facts.
Yeah.
And during the 1v1, we just decided, I'm gonna drop the flyer a little bit later today, that we are going to have an intermission 1v1 game with 2 10-year-olds. We're just gonna go to 3, and then during Christmas, when all the kids out of school, ain't no sports going on, I'ma definitely have a 1v1 tournament
for the youth.
You know, each got some sponsors involved. You know, so we could be able to.
I gotta work my little player. You playing football now, man.
Yeah, your parents don't want to get you that PS5 for Christmas. Yeah, come win it at the tournament.
Man, we need to do a 3-point contest, man.
Yeah, that's actually in play. I got got a couple people signed up for it. I'm just really seeing how I'm gonna set all that up. You know, it's a lot going on in that play.
Y'all better not put Hank in there.
No.
Hank don't be missing, son.
But it was important for me to get those type of individuals involved with basketball knowledge. With the Hank going to be a referee. PP going to be a referee.
Shout out to man.
PD. I got a lot of questions on the flyer. PD is not a referee.
Right.
It just
y'all already know PD gonna be cheap.
Wow. He definitely on the mic though.
Look, he said, "Tell me, respect my car."
Yeah, but he definitely gonna be on the mic. He just bringing that entertainment to it. You know, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people that's not really in the basketball world might give us a chance and come.
Right.
You know, so I'm just trying to make the best of it.
Man, they got a lot of people that's not in the basketball world that watch Next Chapter, that watch Off the Dribble, you know, Ball is Life. Like, half the people that's on the court on them like they not in the basketball world. Like I be like, man, these dudes just from the hood.
Facts. I'm supporting my basketball.
And it's great because everybody think that this one player from their hood is the best.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? Thibodeau gonna stand behind Thibodeau players. You know, the East Side gonna stand behind Trev. You know, we behind Zell, we behind the footage. You know,
and that's just a whiff of
the whole Gray might be in there.
I know, right?
Now, everybody in Gray might come to the tournament. That's what I'm encouraging. Everybody in Gray come to the tournament.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's I saw somebody share. They had put. They don't think West Houma big enough.
Come on, man. Well, you know, prove me wrong.
Yeah, I hope that be the turnout though. But I think it's gonna be a great event though, man. But I just really wanted to introduce that to the Tri.
That's fire, bro.
Like, cause you kind of getting more just basketball from this type of event,
right?
You know, I think the fans, but the crowd I bring out is a diverse crowd, so is reconnecting with people, just bringing them together, and just making this better to open doors up for hoopers. Like, cause like me, man, like if I play basketball all my life, bro, like at one point in my life, it was you don't feel comfortable with yourself knowing you didn't put in work from 6 years all the way 20 plus years. You didn't put in so much work in for basketball that you just not getting nothing from it. And not just money. It could be a feeling. It could be results. You know, at some point I didn't have none of that. So I had to find my way. Like, man, basketball is really my purpose. I got to find my way to
be back in it.
Right. I feel like some people might not want to coach like me, but they still won't play. They can't go to professional, you know, for some reason, but this is an avenue for them. And trust me, the ones that I did talk to about this opportunity, they might be telling me that, but I really truly believe they take it for advantage of this.
It's good. If you do like a 35, 40 and up,
come in.
Ain't too many 40-year-olds that can see me, son. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, that was the plan at first. It was
I
tier
saw that.
1, tier 2, but I kind of scratched that out.
You gotta work out.
But I'm still in it, bro, and that's really what it's about. It's the passion. That's why I helped my partner start training and all that. And like I said, I just met him at the cigar lounge. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do? He like, I played overseas. I played NBA. I need help. You know, I'm coming.
And it's a lot of notable players that's not even into this tournament. That, like I said, availability I can name them because they ain't in the tournament. But don't know him personally, but I did reach out to a little guy they call it Buckets.
Buckets?
Yeah. Didn't hear. He's not in there.
I recently got scorched by Buckets.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson.
Oh yeah.
He's not in here.
I forgot about
Kevin. Rontrell from Thibodeau. He gonna be pulling up though, but he's not in here. If he's down, he just signed with China. That was pretty dope.
That. Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. What about Nate Fryer?
Nate Fryer talked to him. He's rehabbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going through recovery with, I think it's something on his leg, but he rehabbing.
Ty, I be commenting on Ty videos all the time.
Yeah.
Ty Harris.
He's overseas.
Man, like he eating weights, brother.
Yes,
yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be hard to get Ty to come. You know,
come on, man.
He's so locked in. Like,
I could get him to come. Smoke sausage.
That's from Zell telling me that. You know, me, like I said, me and Zell talk a lot. You know, he's very close with Ty, and just from telling you, it's gonna be hard to get him in.
Yeah, he's locked in. Like that's another one. That's another one that developed like crazy. He always had it.
Yeah.
But from I see his content now, oh my God, bro.
You just think about it. You gotta think about it. So, like, these players down here, now they going to the gym. Like, they got something to actually get better for.
Right.
Versus actually going to the gym and they gonna do
just
what they do the average.
Yeah,
you know, man, they actually got a chance to get in the gym now with a purpose.
Everything you see Ty post, either it's game footage, him lifting weights, or him training some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And it changed once that's what you do for a living. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But man, like I remember all them sessions, bro, in the Y, bro. Ty used to be there, Zell, Ray J.
Yeah,
Ray J. Martin.
Yeah, that's another one.
Sure.
Ray J. He ain't gonna be down till the summer or something like that. But it's a lot of them I reached out to like that. That just basically
that's gonna be a nice card if we could really get that talent that then dispersed elsewhere back home.
It's coming, man.
It's coming.
It's definitely
I think they
coming.
just gotta see.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first put this first flyer out with no matchups, like a lot of those people didn't hit me back. I ain't even gonna cap them, man. A lot of them didn't hit me back, but when I double back after all the hype and traction, they definitely, reached out. They, initiated a conversation. So, a lot of those dudes, besides Buckets, I haven't really talked to him, but a lot of those dudes committed to coming. And Kevin, I didn't talk to Kevin either, but a lot of those dudes committed to come and play on the Cards when they down.
That's what's up, bro.
Shout
Yeah.
out to him.
And because they know, like, that's one thing. I've traveled a lot of places: Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, overseas, and just going in the gyms. I'm gonna find a gym when I was living in Houston. Like, bro, coming from off this Bayou, even in Metairie, Kenner, New Orleans, bro, we tough. We just
Right.
play a different style of basketball,
And they know it. They
They
know
know it. So as soon as I like some of the gyms I go in, I be like, oh, I'm from Houma. They be like, oh yeah, y'all get it in now.
And
you
it
know
don't
what I'm
even
saying?
have to be that. Like when I play for Nichols, for Nichols and Voorhees, for Nichols, D1s, they got players from all over the country. Me and a couple other dudes is from New Orleans. But our mentality the same. Like it ain't different, but it's the same. Like we both like, man, it is what it is. We gonna get it out the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus everybody else got that nonchalant. It is what it is. But especially when I go to Voorhees too, like, man, Louisiana really got a standard on mentality, bro. Like they uphold that standard on mentality, bro. Like, man, we don't care, bro. Win, lose, or draw, we fight.
all the way,
All
all the way.
But yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I applaud you, dog, because and it's just it done been talks of it. I'm still in the basketball circuit, in the hooper circuit. Like, me and him don't even talk about it, man. We need a 3v3 league. We need a 1v1 to see you bring it to fruition. I'm honored to be a part of it.
Appreciate it.
Especially that it's somebody that's so passionate about basketball. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'd be as involved if it was just Joe Blow off the street trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But that you definitely passionate about basketball. Your resume speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? So anything you need from Vibes Only, Goode Street Convo Club, we
Appreciate
here, dog.
that.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think this since alumni announcements, I think this is the most hypest event in the parish, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like this got a lot of hype behind it, and I'm excited, man. But ultimately, it's much respect to you, and
Appreciate it.
I appreciate your passion, brother.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Like, you hit me up sometime, man. You got a second to talk? Yeah, I'll call you right quick.
Yeah, most
and we
definitely.
sit there and chop it up, bro. So thank you for putting this on for the city,
For sure.
for the Tri, and thank you for letting us be a part of it, bro.
No
You know
problem,
what I'm saying?
man. And keep doing what y'all doing, man. Like I told you, a conversation I had with you guys, man. Y'all bring a different type of conversation, and that's something I look for. You know what I'm saying? I look to go into conversations, gaining knowledge more than giving knowledge, and not just on the basketball. Just me and you talk about everything, but just overall on the business side of things. Like I said, man, I learned a lot from y'all just from a few conversations, man. So, and I love it, man. Just keep that up as well, man.
For sure, man.
Iron sharpens iron, bro.
Go roll it out. We gonna end it like that, man. So
Bayou 1v1.
Yes, sir. Be there October 25th, West Houma Gym.
Yeah, getting them pre-sale tickets. They
Yes,
going
sir.
fast, bro.